Let's walk through real quick. Problem 8-3. I've changed the payable amount from $5,000 to $4,000. First thing we have to do is we have to figure out the cost of the call option today. And the cost of that call option today is going to be $200. And that's 4,000 Swiss francs. And the cost of an option for 3 months is 5 cents per Swiss franc, so $200. From a future value perspective, because we want to make comparisons at the end, we need to figure out, well, what would that have cost us in terms of foregone investment income? And we can earn an interest rate in the United States of 6%, and that's the annual rate. So the 3-month rate will be 1.5. So if we had invested the 200 would grow to $203. Now, the next question is, do we think we're going to exercise our option? The exercise price on our option is $0.64 per Swiss franc. The 3-month forward exchange rate is $0.63 per Swiss franc. So would we buy and exercise our option if it turns out to be 64 cents? No, we would let the option expire. But again, the option lets us walk away from downside risks. So right now, we do not expect to exercise our option. We expect to have to buy our francs exchange our francs for dollars at the market rate of 0.63. That's our forward. That's what we're expecting it to be in 3 months. So we would expect that to cost us $2,520. And again, that's the 4,000 Swiss francs we're going to receive at what we expect an exchange rate to be of $0.63 per Swiss franc. So if we were to hedge with an option, our expected total future cost is the 203, which is the future value of our $200 investment today, plus the 2520 is what we're going to expect. We're going to have to pay to buy our Swiss francs. So our total expected cost is $2,723 if we go the option right. Again, we are buying insurance to protect us from the loss we would incur if the future exchange rate goes even higher, say to $0.70 or 70 cents per Swiss franc. Then we would incur a loss if we hedged with a forward rate agreement. So let's see what our returns would be if we went with a forward rate agreement. Recall our Swiss franc obligation is going to be 4,000 Swiss francs. The forward rate is 0.63. That's the rate we can lock in with a forward rate agreement for a total future US dollar liability of $2,520. The last part of this question asks, at what future spot exchange rate will we be indifferent between the forward hedge and option market hedge? Our cost with the forward contract is the $2,520. The future value of our call premium, recall, was $203. So our total cost will be $2,520. If that was our total cost with the option, and our total cost with our forward contracts, $2,520, if these two numbers right here and right here were exactly the same, then we would be indifferent between the two as far as a payoff. Well, that means we have to have a future dollar liability for our cost with our option of 2,317. Again, that's the difference between these two. And again, our Swiss liability is 4,000 Swiss francs. So the question is simply, what forward rate would make us indifferent? Well, that's just simply the 2317 divided by the 4,000, or 0.5793. And again, we're not necessarily indifferent at that rate, because remember, with the forward rate agreement, we have both upside risk and downside risk. With our call option, we only have downside risk. That is, we will only have a loss if the exchange rate goes down and we don't exercise the option. Then we will have wasted our premium. But if the exchange rate moves in the other direction, if it costs more dollars to buy a Swiss franc, then we will exercise our option and we would be better off.